So, welcome to another episode of 2BadEggs. I'm your host, Mary.
And I'm Vrenilee.
So this week's theme is There's Something Wrong with My Vagina.
Yep, it's a whole week of vagina-themed comics. I mean, it's something very important, and I don't know if this is, like, entirely true, but I feel like whenever I get together with a group of, like, other, women, we all start talking about
vagina carriers.
Other people with vaginas, I guess I should say. When I get together with other people who have vaginas, we start talking about, like, what's going on with them within, like, I don't know, pretty quickly. Like, it doesn't take that long to get to vagina discussion. I feel like this is the thing that people with penises don't do as much. Like, they don't just sit around and talk about their penises. And I feel like maybe they should. I think they should.
I think that everyone should be very open about the condition of their genitals.
Yeah, I think it's important. Having balls sound real stressful, and then I'll tell you about, that time I got a yeast infection and how annoying that is.
Right? Alright, so let's jump into you.
Me?
Let's jump inside of you. Let's jump into Vrenilee. We're going to find out what's wrong with Vrenilee's vagina.
It's actually, spoilers, it's actually not a comic about yeast infections. Although it easily could have been.
I know, same here. Like, mine isn't about yeast infections either, spoiler,
yeah.
But, like, why didn't I do that? Whatever. Anyway, let's get into this one.
Okay, so
what's wrong with
your
vagina?
With my vagina? Okay, so starting off here, I'm a freshman in college, and I've made up my mind with my first boyfriend that I don't want to be a virgin anymore. I'm 19 years old. This is bullshit. I want to have sex. I've been wanting to have sex since I, went through puberty. I've always been, a horny person. But also a big prude. And finally in college, I stopped. And, so I was like, alright.
Just a very repressed person.
Yeah. Again, this is just a very stressed out child. Yeah.
Aww.
Okay, so we tried, a couple of times before, but it always hurt. As soon as, he'd,
Yes.
start, pushing, his dick into me, it hurt. And I was like, no, I don't like this, It's like the first couple times you put in a tampon and it just feels, terrible and wrong.
This is wrong.
Yep. Yeah, it was like that, but, worse.
Nothing goes in here.
Yeah, I mean, it had taken me, a long time to be able to wear tampons. So, I guess they should have expected this, but, whatever. So finally, one day, I just kind of I think the reason I picked that specific day is because, I don't know, I think he, made me cum a whole bunch, and I was just like, alright, cool, this is as good as it's gonna get, might as well do it now. So, I just tell him, I'm like, look, just shove it in. Just put it in there, just get it over with, just put it in there, and then it'll all be fine. So, he did, and it is the most painful thing that has ever happened to me. It hurt so much. I hate to be that person to, tell you that, the first time you have sex is terrible, but the first time I had sex was
But it is.
horrible.
Sorry.
I really hope,
same.
I hope all of you break your hymens while riding horses or doing gymnastics as, little children. Because I keep hearing about that, and I'm real jealous, because this was garbage. And not only was it garbage, but there was so much blood.
Really?
A lot. It soaked through the sheets, it soaked through the mattress. I had never seen that much blood ever before. No, I really thought,
holy shit.
I went into the bathroom pretty much right away, because I was like, what is going on? And, my boyfriend was like, I thought that I had, seriously, hurt you. We were gonna have to call 911.
Murdered
because you were dying.
You.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. I have never...
It was terrible. I was kind of scared.
I would honestly, I would probably faint.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
I'm not ew, blood, but I would probably faint because the idea of
no, I mean
of being wounded inside of my body is so fucked up and scary.
Yeah, and it hurt. I mean, it just burned. It was bad. And it kept going for a couple weeks later. I still had to wear a pad because it was just I had my period, but it was just it wasn't. Yeah. So obviously...
But it was, there was no fucking water to thin it out. It was just actual blood.
Yep, yeah, it was a bad time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so...
I'm having a bad time. Yeah. I hate this. I regret all of this.
Yep, it's...
This is a bad prompt.
Oh, it gets worse. So I'm like, this is fucked up. So I, go to the gyno, and I'd only gone to the gynecologist, like, maybe once or twice before, and it'd always been, like, the one that, like, it was the one that my mom took me before I went to college, and it was, like, I'd gone, like, once or twice in high school to get, like, birth control pills, because my, like, period was really bad, and they'd given me, like, an exam, and then I didn't want to go see one again until, like, I was in college, and I was, like, so this...
I guess I need to do this.
Yeah, I was like, this really hurts. What's wrong with me? And she's like, well, is, like, his dick kind of big? And I was like, I don't know, I guess. I haven't seen that many, really. She's like, well, it's normal. It'll go away after a while. And I was like, but it hurts, like, a lot. And she's like, no, it's fine. You're fine. I was like, oh, okay.
That's not fucking normal. I've never heard of that.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, it is...
You were wounded.
Well, and this is the thing, though. I actually have, like, in the time since then, I actually have, like, found out that, like, this is not that weird. Like, there are, like, a lot of people who, like, just have, I don't know, they just have really small vaginas. And, like, they have to use these things, they actually have, like, medical devices that you can buy that are basically, like, gauges for your vagina. And you start off with a really small one, like the size of a tampon, and it slowly works up to bigger and bigger ones, because you have to, like, train the muscles to relax in order to, like, be able to do that. God. Yeah. It's, like, and this is, like, a real medical condition that people really have, and, like, it's really stressful, because, like, you can't just, like, have sex because it hurts too much. But, like, I didn't know this. I thought, and I was like, oh my god, I'm, like, some kind of freak, and there's something terribly wrong with me, and, like, they said this is normal, so I just have to deal with it. So, for, like, a year, we, like, continued having sex, and every single time it hurt. Like, a lot. And, like, I was just like, okay, this is just how it is.
You guys just did not have, like, compatible genitals. Like, that's a thing.
It just was like that for, like, a while. And, I just kind of figured that was, like, my life. And I was really bummed about it, because I'd always been really excited to have sex, and it sucks so much.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember you telling me, like, yeah, I just always wanted to, like, make out with boys and have sex with them. And I'm like, and then same.
Oh yeah, I was, like, the horniest teen, and then this happened, and I was like, well, fuck, like, this sucks. I'm just, like, stuck with, like, whacking off forever. And I'm like, okay, well, Okay, but, and then, eventually, like, after a year, I don't know, it was, like, one day, we were just having sex, and all of a sudden, it just didn't hurt. It just went away.
Yay!
It just stopped. Which, I mean, for better or worse, because now every dude I've ever been with since has been like, but we just had sex, like, 3 times. Like, I don't want to do it again. And I'm like, but I do. Come on.
Same.
Come on.
Exact same.
It's only been an hour and a half.
Exact same.
Let's go. Like, I feel like in the end, this is going to be my downfall in, like, every relationship, is, like, I get to a point where I'm just like, okay, that's great, but, like, but, like, I need to have sex again. So, like, I'll just have, like, a line, like, outside my room. And it's, like, I need, like, a harem.
Like, sex has been the problem in every relationship I've ever had. And it's bizarre, and I hate it, and I hate that about myself, and I don't know what to do. Like, it's just I feel like a bad person.
So, that was really shitty. But in the end, it turned out okay.
My whole body hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have good times.
Yep. And it's like...
And you will have good times from now on.
Yep. Oh, yeah, now it's great.
Hopefully.
Now I'm like, yep, everything's good.
Great. So, my story is probably...
Less upsetting?
I'm not even gonna try. I don't know. I think I might... Yeah, maybe a little less upsetting. I feel like it's more of just, I'm a fucking idiot. Mm-hmm. So... When I was in, like, my junior to senior year, No, it was junior year. I kind of, like, lived with two of my friends, but not, like, officially.
Yeah.
Like, I moved my drawing desk in there, but I didn't sleep there that often. Like, I wasn't paying rent.
Yeah.
I would, like, wake up every day and, like, walk 10 minutes to my friend's place and hang out.
Yeah.
And it got to the, like, we just hung out every time.
Yeah, you're just there.
And not really do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Just sit there,
you know,
hang out.
It's college.
And so, just hanging out in our underwear, and suddenly, I have, like, a weird, I feel like everybody has, like, a vagina sense when they're on their period, like, oh, I suddenly feel that my, sanitary napkin is full, and I need to go
Well,
change
yeah,
it.
it's like you can feel, like, the wetness, like, kind of, like, come up at some point, and you're like, oh, it's wet. Ugh, gross.
It's time.
Yep, it's time.
It is time.
Or it's even worse when you're not.
It is time for a change.
It's worse when you're not even wearing a pad and you feel that and you're like, that's in my pants now. Great.
That's in my pants now.
That's just gonna be there all day. Cool.
So I get my spidey vagina senses going on, and I'm like, I need to go change. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm digging around for the string to yank it out, and it's not there. There's no string. There's no string. There's no string. There is a lost object in my body.
Oh.
And I start to panic.
Oh.
I was like, oh no, the string fell off. There's something inside of me. It's far up there. I can't get to it. Somebody, please help me.
Yeah.
So, keep in mind that at this point in time, neither of my friends were my sexual partners. They had not put anything in my vagina at this point in time. They were not prepared.
They were not accustomed to your vagina.
They weren't going to be like, oh, sure, I'll go up there and get it for you. Like, nobody would. So, I scream for help in this railroad apartment from the complete opposite end of the apartment.
As you do.
And he brings, like, a box of, like, those black matte rubber gloves that you use to dye your hair.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, here, use this. Because, like, I guess, to be fair, like, I did try to go up there and retrieve it, but, like, I don't know, like, whatever, we're talking about private things, we're talking about our vagina. I don't really like to, like, put my fingers inside of my vagina. It's kind of just, like, props to whoever does that for me. Thank you very much, I appreciate it, but I don't think I could do it. It's just not my thing. So I put on these gloves. And I'm just digging. I am looking for gold in my vagina, and my friend is being pretty supportive considering the situation.
Yeah.
He won't come in, but he's just, like, standing outside the door, like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, he's afraid to offer his help, but he's also just like, are you, like, is this gonna be, like, a hospital situation?
Yeah.
Or, like, what are we gonna have to do here? And then, like, I eventually get my hand out of there, and I stop and I think about it for a little bit, and you know what?
What?
I don't think I had even replaced the tampon in the first place.
Oh my god.
I wasn't wearing a tampon.
Oh my god.
I just didn't put one back in.
Mary.
There was...
That's so stressful.
I know. That's the thing about having a vagina.
It's so, like, stressful.
Did I leave something up there?
I don't know.
Leave something up there? Did I forget something in there? I don't know. Do I need to... What do I do?
Oh,
How do I know if I forgot something in there or not?
I've definitely put tampons in when I've already had tampons in before.
Oh,
and, like,
God,
once
yeah,
I put it in there, and then, and, like, later on I'm taking it out, and then another one comes with it, I'm like, oh, good, a bonus. I hope that hasn't been in there long.
being in middle school and first hearing about toxic shock syndrome.
And everyone's like, I'm gonna die.
I was fucking terrified, and I have been, like, my whole life of it. And I know I'm pretty sure it's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's real hard to get.
Given the circumstances. But, like, that was a moment where my, like... I was about to die. Like, I was like, no, I have to go to the hospital. I cannot get toxic shock syndrome. I cannot die. I do not want this to happen.
I can't die from something being wrong with my vagina.
Yeah.
That's such a stupid way to go.
I know, right? And there's nothing in there. There's just a big empty hole.
Well, I guess at least it ended well.
It ended pretty well. I think we both had happy endings.
Yeah, we did have happy endings in the end.
No one died.
Nope. No one got toxic shock syndrome. I wake my boyfriend up in the middle of the night to have sex with me, and he gets really annoyed.
I've done that.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, get up.
Please.
Well,
get up.
He says I wake him up by just, like, putting my hand in his pants. And then he's like, but I'm sleeping. And I'm like, oh, no, sorry. But that's fine. That's fine. Every time I get up from bed, he rolls over and he just curls up perfectly in my spot where it's nice and warm. Like a jerk.
Like a little snake.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A sneaky little snake.
Alright, so now that everyone knows about our vaginas.
Yep. Everyone knows about our vaginas. What are you talking about? They're great now.
Putting all that out there. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yep.
I hope you remember that to be patient with other people, because not everyone has the same sex drive as you.
Yes.
And also, don't forget about things that you put inside of you.
Yep. Don't forget about them.
Don't just try to keep tabs on things.
Yeah.
Don't leave them up there.
And even when a doctor says that you're normal, if something hurts, you should go see a different doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
Because doctors should pay attention to you when you say something hurts, especially when it's something you can't see and you don't know why. And they like to just be like, "No, you're fine."
I haven't stopped bleeding. I haven't stopped bleeding for weeks.
Please help me. Especially if you happen to be female, they like to tell you you're fine, but it's not true.
Okay, obviously, women have periods, but the amount of actual blood that is in a period for a week, for, the full week, is very little.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It's mostly water.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. So, okay, let's just imagine, I have a wound on my leg, and I have not stopped bleeding from that wound for 2 weeks. Wouldn't the doctor do something?
Yeah, you would hope so.
Is that... Is that not a thing? Can I get some pills? I don't know. What do I do? Do you want to put a blowtorch in my vagina to seal up the wound or something? I don't know what to do.
You don't really have to go that far. That's not necessary.
I'm just saying.
That might make it worse.
Just cauterize the wound.
Yeah. I don't know.
The word for it?
Did you see The Revenant? Are you all inspired now?
No, I have not seen that. Do they do that?
Oh, yeah, there's a really great part. Sorry, spoilers, where Leonardo DiCaprio cauterizes his throat, which has been slashed open.
Oh, I need to see that now, because I kind of like that kind of shit. That sounds amazing.
It's great.
Alright, so now that everyone knows about the very, very personal details of our vaginas, now we can get into some nastier details into the future, since we're all basically friends now.
Yep. Once I've told you about my vagina, we're definitely, immediately best friends.
Yeah, whether you wanted to listen to me talk about my vagina or not, now that you know, there's no going back.
Yep. So it's all downhill from here.
So you might as well just give in and subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Leave a comment or a suggestion for a theme.
Mm-hmm. And, it can be vaginal if you want. Alright, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
We'll see you next week.